We're starting off our fun but impractical series with the Maverick 88 Cruiser, the first firearm that comes to my mind when I think about my fun but impractical firearms. First, a boring note. While the Cruiser shoots shotgun shells, it's not technically a shotgun, at least where I live. We won't get too deep into the weeds. The short answer is, it doesn't have a stock, and it never did. The Cruiser is technically, again where I live, a pistol grip firearm. That's about as boring as we're going to get on that front. As you can see from this graphic, the stock versus pistol grip is the only practical difference between the Maverick pistol grip firearm and the Maverick 88 shotguns. Both the 88 Cruiser and the 88 Security have the 18.5-inch and 20-inch barrel options available, for example. So what makes the 88 Cruiser impractical when it looks like it's both the perfect action movie shotgun and home defense shotgun? At least where I live, other than the clay pigeon lanes, many public ranges don't allow it. And those that do, it's not practical to do so, i.e., I can only shoot slugs from a seated bench on a rifle range at paper targets 25 yards or further away. For a gun, you're likely to point or instinct shoot, maybe even from the hip, at close range when used in a home defense situation. I find it tough to practice with seated on fixed furniture behind concrete and steel barricades, aiming at targets 25 yards away. At least that's my opinion. The recoil is also terrible, but let's be real here. When you see a pistol grip shotgun used in the movies or TV shows, they're not loaded with shells based in reality. Fantasy shotgun shells lack recoil, but when it comes to reality and real shotgun shells, the recoil they produce out of the Cruiser, well, it's brutal. A lot of that is the lack of a stock to help brace against and control that recoil. Speaking of stocks, look at the recoil pad that comes on the stock of the Maverick 88 Security. That's a pretty significant recoil pad. You know what you also don't have besides a stock when you shoot a pistol grip shotgun like the Cruiser? Recoil pads. The recoil of full-size shells out of the Cruiser is so bad that at this point my Cruiser is exclusively a mini shell gun.
I'm going to put them closer together.
All right. I have 3 shots left.
Ready?
Pull. You see that? The mini shells out of the Cruiser have recoil more like a 410 shell instead of a 12 gauge shell. Since the shells are shorter, you also get a capacity boost, and that's where the fun comes in. Big time. Too bad the mini shells aren't cheaper because they're as close to too much fun, legal fun, as most of us are allowed to get. The mild recoil plus what feels like the bottomless magazine make you feel like you're an action movie hero. I'd venture to guess most people over the years who purchased a pistol grip shotgun bought them as a home defense firearm instead of a movie fun firearm. They're certainly very capable as a home defense firearm. They're also one I'd recommend to no one for home defense. The biggest reason is I don't have a good reason to pick the Cruiser over, say, the 88 Security as a home defense firearm. If you have a good reason, drop it in the comments and let the rest of us know. While we wait, luckily for us, another very valid reason to own a firearm is fun. Is the Cruiser more fun than, say, the Maverick 88 Security? That's a much more subjective question, but at least for me, I'd say there are a few what I'd call movie shoot moments where the answer is yes. Similar to how bacon makes everything better, mini shells make the Cruiser better and certainly fun enough to hang around, even when I only get to shoot it a few times a year at the training center. But fun's enough. So what are your thoughts on pistol grip firearms like the Maverick 88 Cruiser? Are you someone who says recoil be damned, they're perfect for home defense, or, at least as far as shotguns go, what shotgun do you prefer over them? Let us know in the comments. Well, anyway, that seems like the perfect spot to end today's video. If you enjoyed today's presentation, like it, share it with your friends and family, maybe drop a comment down there. Those things are free, and they really help the channel greatly. If you'd like to help us make more of these videos in the future, look into becoming a member. Fred and I really appreciate you getting this far. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a nice day.
You're live.
All right, this is our first magazine through the Maverick 88 Cruiser. That is unpleasant.
Okay, you're live.
All right, this is with the Aguila Mini Slug. Oh yeah, that's way better. Dong. Yeah, this is way easier to shoot with the mini shot.